Again. Oh. Okay, and I think we're fully connected now. We're going to try this. Apparently the connection has stabilized quite some time for quite a bit now, so I've actually got all 3 streams back up and running. I am hoping there is no connection issues in regards to my microphone. Fingers crossed indeed, Hunter. Otherwise, I have no escapism other than this, which is the real sad reality of it, is like this room and these streams are my escapism because I have no current level of escapism outside of it. So as much as I don't want to push myself too hard, by denying myself these streams, I deny myself escapism. And so it's one of those ones where I'm pushing myself beyond my better judgment, because I just know if I don't, I'll have nothing to do and I'll be sitting here seething for most of the day, for the rest of the evening. So I'm trying my best to not fucking lose it. So we're going to try and do this again. Looks like connections are stabilizing. I am hoping the main thing I'm hoping now, if the connections are stabilized, is the mic is now just working perfectly fine. But it's just been one of those days where like I just am not getting a lot of the day I've spent just not being given my space and whatnot. So that's good so far. I appreciate it, Hunter. I appreciate you looking after me. So I've just spent most of the day not been given any of the space or any of the time to kind of be allowed to be myself. And then obviously tech issues and stuff are an annoyance that I can't control, but I'm trying to control, which you can imagine doesn't really work like that. You can't really control everything that's not necessarily under your ability to control, but you almost feel like beholden to it. And I just, to some extent, just want to be able to do this so I can have a little bit of my own space and time. Which feels like in moments like today where the bullshit happened, all of this bullshit happened, feels like it strips that away from me ever so slightly, and I don't like what that does to me mentally. But I know that I kind of do need these streams to kind of keep myself sane. It's kind of like what I used to rely upon when I was first streaming, for like pretty much probably one of my more heavier depressions. I used streaming as a means to try and give myself a little bit of control, and I want to make sure that I still have that within my streams. So I'm trying my best for the last time tonight just to give myself a bit of that control back, but we'll see. Ideally I would have liked to have went to the local today and just, you know, had a few drinks, but my local's currently under construction, so I don't even have a local to go to the pub and just kind of bitterly drink through my issues, which is, again, not a really healthy thing. Like, I'm not even remotely suggesting that's a healthy perspective than what to do. Like, that's not a healthy way to cope with shit. But sometimes when you deal with a lot of bullshit, sometimes you just want to drink, you know? Because that, in a way, gives you a release. It gives you a level of at least control over some aspect of your mind. Why does that start all the way over there? Any of the ones that are coming from here are going to be from there. And it is one of those ones where, like, you know what, the thing that really frustrated me is I was taken away from the stream, having had to be sober for close to a month. Now, I fucking feel you. Yeah, and I get that. I my sympathies are massively with you, Hunter. I know it's not been an easy time for you. I think what really threw me is that, like, the reason I was stripped away from doing the streamer, I love you to pieces, dude. I love you to pieces. But I think what really got to me to some extent was that it's like the thing that pulled me away from, like, the phone call pulled me away was something that realistically didn't require me to do it. Like, it was stuff that they could have done themselves, especially my dad, who was asking me to do the thing. It's like he could have taken the time to do the thing he wanted done, which was to go buy milk. And, like, normally that would be fine, but the fact is that they know I only get, like, so much. I spent most of my day with my dad walking him and walking the dog to make sure he could get his time and his things done. And I gave my time today to make sure that he had that. And for my time, did it not be respected and me not to be given my own space because they demand more time off me when he realistically could have just went to the shop himself. Like, the shop is not far from the house. We're talking.
Saga was sure she had hit the taken in the
We're talking.
But it not even
the difference of, like.
She took aim and fired again.
The difference of, like, 5 minutes walk.
This time,
not even 5 minutes walk to get to a shop that would have the milk he wanted. But he felt that he just wanted to sit there and watch TV, and so it was my time that has to be sacrificed to facilitate his needs. And it's little things like that, though, where it's like, I would understand if it's something he couldn't do for himself, but he could do it for himself. He was just being lazy. It was just laziness at that point. And it's one of those things where, like, I was ready to have an argument with him because I know what he would say is like, I spent all day doing this stuff. It's like, well, I went and done your stuff with you, and I also cooked your fucking dinners and everything else. So shut the fuck up. I done more for you than you did for yourself today. But those arguments are not necessarily ones that I want to have, even though I will at some point have those types of arguments. There's not arguments that I particularly enjoy. So I'm trying to not let any of that take its toll on me. But it does, like, from time to time, it does definitely, you know, frustrates me because, like, as you could probably imagine, there's aspects to it that are just feel so inconsequential when you think about what it is that's being done and what needs done. It doesn't seem like a lot, but I think it's what gets to me. It's just that disrespecting of, like, my personal time and personal space, and that really gets to me because, like, I give them as much of my time up during the day as much as possible for them because they need it. And
I'll need to get the key to the trailer park myself.
And I know that's needed and required of me, but I still need to have my space and my time, and I try to make sure that before I dedicate my time of my day to myself, that I do everything that I need done. Like, I even make a point of going away, it's like, Luke, do you need anything done? Can I, like, move on here and do my own thing now for the rest of the day? And I try to do that with that level of understanding and awareness, and that still is just frustrating that I get that taken from me without consequence or without second thought because other people don't want to necessarily.
Need something to jimmy it open with.
I need a key of some sort.
A list of maintenance work.
Okay. Coffee entrance of degraded should be good now until something is slow roaster pod will stuck will swing. Okay. Is that a clue? We'll collect that. This is very unsettling. This whole little area, this whole little realm is fucking terrifying. The idea that we are in, so that's an investigation area. So I know I have to go around here, but like the idea of like just this area being like a little like haunted amusement park is very unsettling. I think on top of like all of their shit, I'm sorry, it's just me fucking ranting for this whole period, but like I think on top of the internet connection issues that plagued us earlier, that's kind of like destroyed people's ability to come and hang out with us today, and probably for good reason probably won't come in for this stream now, because they've given me as much of their patience as possible, and I totally get it. Like, I'm not having to go on anyone who doesn't show up after they were here earlier, because like I told people I was done for the day, but I it's one of those ones where like this is clearly wasted their time as well as wasted my time, and now I'm suffering for fucking issues out of my control, which is kind of frustrating as well. So I do appreciate you coming back and hanging out with me and encouraging me to get the Venom out. I'm just, you know, I'm just pissed off. Hey, Porco, keep mugs up and tell you you're looking well. But I'm just vehemently pissed off. And I think as well as that, though, what kind of gets to me is any time it's wasted during the day, I don't get to recruit back past a certain point of time in the night, because I have to be aware that I can only stream up to a certain time as well. So then it completely reduces the amount of time I've got to myself late into the evening. Your sub badge? Yeah, every few months your sub badge updates.
Coffee World.
So your sub badge will continue to update as time goes on.
Here to help me get that key.
Okay, so we've got... Need to get inside the gift shop then. And it logs the screwdriver was last found in the percolator. Percolator? Is that percolator or precolator? I guess I gotta go to the percolator or the precolator. I think that's percolator. It's like precolator. But like, doesn't coffee percolate? You'd have like a coffee percolator, right? And I guess the gift shop's in there. Looks terrifying. This whole place looks terrifying. Not a clue. That's fair, Hunter. That is absolutely fair. But yeah, this place is unwittingly uncomfortable. Just the concept of my inventory is full? Oh shit, my inventory technically is full. Okay, this is gonna sound really stupid, but I'm gonna head back to the room there and drop off in their flare. But yeah, like, oh man, I don't know what it is. Amusement parks always have a very uncomfortable feeling to me. Like, amusement parks are already just very disconcertingly uncomfortable. And when you start putting horror into amusement parks, it just gets worse. It just feels more intense. And I'm certainly feeling that intensity. Just the music alone feels so wonderfully uncomfortable is the best way I can put it, because like it's sheaving and doing its job perfectly, but like, to what end is it doing its job perfectly, if you know what I mean? So it's like it's that weird thing where it's like, oh, it's doing its job really well, it's really good, but also fuck this place for making me feel this way. So, you know, oh god, the rickety, oh god, the rickety creaking of the metal as well. Oh god.
There's another cult stash.
It says, what's it say? Only striped cups? Only striped cups. So 12, 1, 2. Oh, okay. So striped cups. Okay, so that we got 1. Or 1, 4. I guess 4 is definitely a striped cup. So 4. Is it just those blue ones? 4. Let's see if we can keep that captured. Carnage really give off a very creepy vibe. 4, 7. I'm also just very aware I need to keep an eye out around me. 4, 7. 4, 7 what though? What's the next striped cup coming up? 7. I can feel like I can hear someone walking around me, which again, probably by design. 4 7 1 1 1. So it's like 1. I hit it. 1 4. One four. What's the other one? 1 4 7. So numbers are 1 4 and 7. I can hear someone. Hey, Mila. Hope you're getting well, because I'm gonna tell you, you're looking well. You're looking fantastic. There we go. 1 4 7. What is it giving us? I will take that. I will definitely take that, and I will take that. Yes, yes, yes. That shotgun bullets, an extra storage container section, and pistol bullets. Fucking right. Give me all of that extra inventory space. I will have that for days. What does it say? This toilet is temporarily out of order. What the fuck? Toilets are out of order. Get your shit together. Okay. That weirdly angled in such a way to look over here, which I again feels off to me. Like, why would they, like, why is this angled in such a direction? Oh god, this is like, you know, there's just certain things I just don't enjoy. And it's just this environment right now. Can't seem to go anywhere over here, so I guess we've kind of met our full end here. Alright, just got a very lovely message I needed to respond back to there. You know, when you get those messages that are just kind of encouraging and nice and like try to cheer you up a little bit when you've had a bit of a shit day. I just got one of those. It was quite nice. Okay. So the pre-collator is over there, but the express latte is over here. So I know this is not the way I need to go, but the curiosity kills me, so I need to go over here. The Hattori well. Why does that feel like some fucking like ring shit right there? You know what I'm saying?
Must be locked from the other side.
Locked from the other side. That's fine. That's probably somewhere we'll come back to at some point. But yeah. God, just, you know what this game actually kind of does in a really good roundabout way. I need to get some water. I can feel my throat kind of. This game at times almost inhabits a very Silent Hill vibe that I'm quite enjoying. Hydrate. I will. Thank you, Mila. I'm gonna hydrate. Whew. Just a wee hydration there. I think as well as that there, like, it didn't help I was out drinking last night. So I was out at a house party last night. I say house party, housewarming. Had some of the most lovely stew. I had our host, Mr. Mikey. Our host Mikey whipped out a wonderful pot of stew, and he made a really great batch of like proper Irish wheaten bread.
The fuse is missing.
Of course
Can't
it is.
operate the ride without it.
Of course it is. And we had some of that there, and I had drinks, and it was lovely little night, and great company. Did I go the right way here? I do get Silent Hill vibes from this to some extent. Is that another fuse? Or is it another flare? It's another flare. A flare for the dramatic. Went to Silent Hill. Pyramid Hill didn't tap his dick on the screen. 0 out of 10. I think I went the wrong way there. Guess that's a safe zone. The bright light is a safe zone, which for folks who maybe haven't been around here or hanging out with us enough the last few streams, those are like safe areas where you can guarantee that you won't be harmed. It's interesting that there's so many of these going around. Yes, please give me as much ammo as possible because
When you ask, Mayor Seta will speak.
which also is a bit disconcerting because it also means that we probably got some sort of entities or evil coming in at us. They wouldn't arm us up if we didn't have something to fight or worry about. No investigation stuff. If I don't read all of it, I do apologize. It's just entities. Is that a playful double entendre in regards to the idea of entity and also titties? Because 10 out of 10. I do love double entendre. Yeah, love it. Can't get enough of it. Love entities and I love titties. Okay, where is this brought us to? This is... We are very much off the beaten track now. We are not where we need to be. Point of interest up there. We've left Coffee World, so that's interesting, but... I'd be lying if I didn't say I was curious. There's like...
And another lunchbox.
You can do anything, put your mind to it, hero, so long as you put your mind to the part of the story. Okay, okay. Spoilers, you're allowed to end me with those titties. Well, bam. What a way to go, though. Death by fantastic rack. Okay, back into the absolute hellhole that is this fucking park. Although this looks like a safe area given there's light. Yeah. Right, where am I in relation to the zone of interest? Okay, so there's a zone of interest behind me, or a point of interest, sorry. There's a point of interest there as well, so I feel that I need to go to those points of interest to find what I'm looking for. Interesting, okay. What I can do is I can actually go back into the light and safely apply stuff to the board here, because the board also needs to be addressed every so often to kind of help bring up elements of story beats and stuff, so... Whoops. So zoomed out. Let's get zoomed in. Okay, so...
That's not right.
Then let's make it right. Okay. More case files to...
Sure.
So I do need to look for, like, it's like an Italian style coffee pot. I need to look for that, apparently. Oh, what's in here? More batteries for the lights. I'll take that. Did I just come back the way I was? Yeah, the pre-calculator is down here, so... I went the wrong way? Again, they're giving me a decent amount of ammo, which is nice of them, but like, it's a double-edged sword. They give you a bunch of ammo, but then, you know, why?
Jesus!
Hey, it's your girl Chloe, keeping well, because I'm gonna tell you, looking well. Hope everything's all good in your neck of the woods. Yeah, it's just a pot of coffee until it scares the shit out of you. Saying that, I'm just gonna grab as much stuff. Is that more bullets? Yes, give me more shotgun bullets, please, so I can pump these fucking entities full of lead. Sweet Jesus Christ. Pump. I will pump them. I'll pump them hard. And I'll pump them good. It's Sunday night, so I'm thinking about Herbert West again. I want serum so bad. What's... Oh... serum? Why do I feel like I know that reference, but I'm also kind of blanking that reference? My bad. The demons. It's all good, man. It's all good. All good apart from I feel like I'm dying, but I hope you're good. I'm not too bad. I mean, I've had a bit of a stressful day. Internet connections and other things have put me into a bit of a less than enjoyable... mood or time. Like, I've just had to deal with a lot of bullshit today, which has just meant that like a lot of the...
Thank God.
You're getting that out of the back of you. I've had definitely a trying day is probably the best way to put it, Chloe. But you know, I'm trying to not let it beat me. At one point I was ready to... At one point I was ready to just, like, you know when you get that sort of angry, you want to scream or like put your hand for a wall. I definitely like approach that levels of anger, but I'm trying to not let it win. Ah, that frightened me. Whoa, you son of a bitch. Wanna try it again? I will fuck your ma. Anyone else wanna fuck around? Because they'll fucking find out.
Always good to have a screwdriver.
Reanimator, yes. I've been going goo gaga over that in a week and I need to watch it. I'm rattling my cage and beating my chest like a gorilla. No one gets me. Reanimator's a great movie. Reanimator's a great movie. Do a few woosahs. It'll be alright. I would like to try and do woosahs, but like woosahs for some reason don't really work for me. I've tried it and like I don't know why, but it's just made me feel more angry when I do woosahs, and I think it's because like the aspect of trying to calm myself down through that method almost feels to me like I'm infantilizing myself to some extent, and then I get angry at the idea of infantilizing myself. So I find myself when I try that methodology almost back to being angry again. What's the woosah is when like you say woosah, but like you do like heavy breathing, so it's like meditative breathing control while saying woosah to kind of like, you know, when people would like, you know, like breathe slowly to try and like control their anger, stuff like that there. I can hear a gremlin. Fuck you! Whoa! Speedy gone fucking Zales. Okay, well you don't... No, fuck you, buddy. We want to try this shit again? Let's go for it, come on. Fuck you.
Now there's less monsters.
Just killer clowns from outer space. I'm expecting the Dickies to start playing. Bad Boys reference. Well, by the sounds of it, I think I'd have the same reaction. It's a calming technique. Oh yeah, I wouldn't know Bad Boys reference. I'm certified good boy, throwing myself off a cliff after that joke. You are, I will say it, you are a certified good boy, Hunter. You're the best boy. Unreal. Matter of fact, David Gale's wife walked out and got upset because of the head scene. Yes, I do know about the head scene. The head scene? Big dog energy in the chat. We love big dog energy. And to be honest, they don't work too well for me either. Too many pent-up emotions. Yeah, I just, it's one of those things where, like, I get for some folks, like, you know, being able to, like, restrict your, like, control your breathing and, like, sort of restrict your annoyances by, like, controlling your breathing helps with their anger. And I can see the benefit and I can see the logic to that there. I think for me, it's just, there's an aspect of it where I just feel like it infantilizes me a little bit, and it's almost kind of like, it's like almost kind of to the extent when people try and do it, sometimes they talk to you like you're a kid, and then all I think about is like, okay, well now you're treating me like I'm a fucking child, and now I want to hit you. Think I didn't see you, motherfucker? Bitch. I have got fucking 12 gauges worth of fury for you. Find physical aggression calms me down, which is possibly a bad thing. I mean, it's not a bad thing so long as it's controlled. Like, I would often say that people who have like boxing, like punch bags and stuff, if they're able to use those to reduce some of their aggression by like literally punching into the boxing bag, that's a good thing, because then it means there's a controlled and like sensible way of addressing your anger and your frustration, and I think there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I personally think that's a good thing. She's like, David, how could you? I don't know if it's contributed to the divorce they had separated not long after that. Wow, really? Holy shit, I didn't know that, Milo. I can know, perhaps Putin was going like someone punched a pillow, punch a bag, like anyway, people who doesn't seem to have a bad thing, so you can go every way. Yeah, what John said, yeah. I did kickboxing for 6 months for that exact reason. But that shit's expensive. Yeah, I heard that stuff can be very expensive.
Now where is that safe?
Give me the ammo, please.
I guess a toy knife will do.
What the fuck is that for?
Locked. Okay. What would Ilmo use for a code?
What would Ilmo use for a code? Calm down, this one's easy. Tracker, lookout, cleaner. See? Not rocket science, Ilmo. Tracker, lookout. Tracker, lookout.
Coffee World staff. Hope
Track.
they're not all monsters now.
Tracker, lookout.
The photos have stickers on them.
Okay. £50 a month for one session a week. Couldn't justify it. That is a lot of money. That is a lot of money. Yeah, punch bag got back, but it's made its money worth. Well, there you go. At least you got some sort of like physical means to kind of get your aggression out. Pork, so that's good. I'm happy for you in that capacity. The destruction therapy, places where you can smash TVs and cars up and stuff like that's a good way for some people to blow steam. I've seen those destruction rooms look really cool. Local amateur boxing club would probably be cheaper. Probably would be, yeah. But I think Herbert West could have loved Thomas Dolby if he, hell, I love Thomas Dolby. She blinded me with science. Don't buy me. Oh, that makes sense. I'd love to go to a rage room. I don't know if we have rage rooms here in Belfast, but I'd love to double check that there. Right. Okay. So what is the code's reference is right, or the okay, well, one, I'm going to close the fucking door because if there's someone out there, the door will at least slow them down. So I'm looking for a code for... What is the knife, actually? I picked up a fucking knife. Okay. If I went to one here, there was some Dutch cunt trying to hype me up. I'd end up smashing their head in for real. Your favorite artist may be cool, but did they manage to get Magnus fucking Pike on their record? No, exactly. Have lighthearted. Right, so the clue is tracker, lookout, cleaner. Okay, so who's considered a tracker? It's obviously numbers behind these. So tracker would be, I guess, lost and found maybe. So 1 tracker, park walk around, probably tracker, cleaner is a janitor, so that's 186. I want to say it's 186. No? Okay. Tracker, lookout, cleaner. Okay, so lost and found is tracker. Who's lookout? Lookout's maybe security, so 146? 146 maybe? Yeah. I think you know what? These are not the hardest puzzles, but they make me feel kind of intelligent. They make me feel intelligent.
Now to find the clicker and the Colt.
Investigate my trailer. Ask her right about the trailer. Okay. Busy shouting signs repeatedly because he was just trying to think, but then led to people doing the same thing. Him on the street just to get his face and yell science. Jesus. Some Dutch cunt, I don't know why I laughed at that so hard, but it did. Like, that would have got to get annoying. That would get annoying. Big time we have here is Turkish barbers, pubs, and charity shops. We have quite a fair amount of, like, well, we have quite a fair amount of pubs because it's Ireland. And that's just logically just how Ireland is. But we got a fair amount of, like, Turkish pubs here now as well. Or not Turkish pubs, Turkish barbers and stuff here now, yeah. I can hear someone running. You better show yourselves or I'm gonna blast. Not in a fun way. How do we blast us and shoot off big loads? As much as the chat would clearly love to see that right now. TOS, so can't be doing that, folks. Dirty, dirty people. You're all dirty. You're all dirty perverts. I love you for it, but you're all dirty perverts. Wanting to see me blast off loads. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Also, tell me to stop if I'm brain too much. I'm a big boy and I can take it. No, you're fine, Milo. We encourage you to enjoy yourself and to, like, you know, just have fun. I'm not going to tell you not to fucking brain rot. You're having fun. You're talking about stuff you're passionate about. I'm not gonna. I'm not.
I can suck your dick.
Is that another Fred Hunter? Because I swear to God, you keep up with those Freds, you're going to have a mouthful you can't handle. Reference in Netherlands, so fucking surrounded by Dutch cunts. That's fair. You're telling me it's one of those times where you're born and where you're born and where you die. Jesus, that's a depressing thought right there. Glow. I bet buses only run every hour on weekdays. Tis. Ding, 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 ding. Oh my God.
Sorry, we're at a Bright Falls blend. Anna apologized to the customers. I'll just grab some from the back. More coffee coming right up. She suggested they ride the percolator while they waited. She passed Ilmo at the Espresso Express. Big smile, Anna. Coffee world is all smiles. Anna nodded. Smiled. She smiled until her face hurt. Anna stopped walking, realized she was standing next to the Huatari wheel.
Are you spinning on your chair for excitement of that, Fred? Is that what it is, Hunter?
Something in the well caught her eye. A shadow shifting in the dark. Anna was overcome by vertigo. The world tilted, and then she was falling down, down, down into the shaft.
Just big
The
gummy bears.
darkness opened up to
More coffee
swallow
coming
her.
right up. I support this game and I approve of that message. See, this is the thing. I thought you would like this game purely for that reason. RL, there's a lot of coffee that's done. Spinning and eyes that you ain't doing jack shit.
People hate the puzzles.
You know, the worst part is, though, I could threaten you back, Hunter, and it's all well and good, but then when come September, when you have to face the consequences of your little actions firsthand,
You will find the answer.
you're not going
Dedicated.
shush, you're not going to be so brave then.
Nominated for the Silver
Also, it's going to
Celebration.
sound so weird, but like people are coming in hanging out with us, but are probably like going like, John seems to have an unbearably like strong confidence in throating his best friend. It's like, it's just what best friends do. We're just having a laugh. Although I can understand you coming into the chat and suddenly seeing a guy threatening another guy to ram his cock down his throat's a bit of an odd one. I do understand the pseudo complexities of that strange arrangement. We're used to it. He really fucking hates that Hunter guy for some reason. It's a damn fine cup. It is a damn fine cup of coffee. I'm glad you're used to it though. I can hear someone shambling around. That shambling sounds like it needs 12 gauge of just pure unadulterated fury put inside it. Okay. Two best friends in a room, they might guzzle each other. We might. You never know. You never know, we might strangle each other, we might kiss, we might just hang out and have a lovely cup of tea together. It's hard to say, and what I mean by it's hard to say is that we get hard and we say it. But is it really afraid if the other person joins? True, true. That is true. Okay, so the point of interest is actually apparently in front of me. Is it in? Oh, it's inside this thing here. I guess I haven't quite found it. I do find it funny, and me and Hunter talk privately, like offline on calls and stuff and DMs and stuff, and we both do find it very funny that the shit that we say to each other during the stream, and they're just kind of like, yeah, that's just them too. They're just like that. We find that very funny. John stabbed in the Netherlands sounds painful. I probably will get stabbed in the Netherlands. And it's probably safe to say I had it coming, to be fair. I feel like I have missed something in here. But to what extent is it that obvious? Two bros chilling in a hot tub, not even 5 centimeters apart because we're not straight. I do like stabby. He does like stabbies. I'm expecting that there was one time where you were stabbed. Yeah, I did. There was that one time where I was like fucking legitimately stabbed. I was not expecting it, and next thing you know, I've got a fucking knife in my stomach. So that was certainly a thing that happened. Okay, apparently there's a point of interest. I can't seem to understand what the point of interest in here is. Unless it's on the outside and I've not understood that correctly. Oh, it's meant to be right here. It's also an investigation point right here, so I'm kind of intrigued / confused as to what's going on. Oh, not fucking that. What do you mean not fucking that? How do you think I felt? I'm the one who got stabbed. Well, I told him to fuck up before I bucked him, so isn't it coming for me to hear? Did you legitimately have, like, homosexual sex with him? Pork, or is that a joke? Like, I'm encouraging of it, but I just don't know if you're being serious or not about having sex with a dude. Like, right on is the right fucking action and answer, but I just wasn't aware. There was that one time where we both accidentally convinced each other that we were respectively stabbed in an alleyway. Spoiler, neither was. His was medical. I got tattooed. Hey, look, I was stabbed, alright? Okay, I am perplexed at the lack of understanding what I'm meant to be doing here. I am legitimately. Yeah, you weren't stabbed like that. A man took a knife to my stomach and gutted me. Those medical stab is the worst. Bastards always get away with it too. I know, right? All right. No, I told them fuck before I'd buck. Kind of frightened him like you do a hunt. Oh, right. Fair. I feel like the way it read, it sounded like you legitimately just had sex with him. I was like, fucking right, dude, get it out of you. Just a couple of bros legitimately fucking. Get it out of you. I was a bit like, I did not know that Pork was poly. I knew he had a missus, but like, I mean, fair play. If he's poly and he's riding other dudes, get it out of him. Love to see it. Love to hear it. We support all sorts of relationships in this chat. Okay, I don't know where I'm meant to be or what I'm meant to be doing. I just know I charged through that door with a level of aggression I wasn't expecting. Clearly remember when a masked woman took a drill to my face. Wild behavior. Arl, I'm sorry you had to do that there, but it doesn't surprise me that happened considering you live in the wild region of Scotland. That's a fucking wolf. I don't take joy in blasting wolves in the mouth, but damn it, I have to do it. If... Oh, hello. Fuck you, Sadigo wannabe. I need a sad bark sound. Slash, if you find one, you can have one. I probably wouldn't say no in the right circumstances. Yeah, fucking right, Pork. Get out of here, dude. Platonically jack off your bros. That's what I suggest. Or indie, whatever you fancy, yeah. Right, I am at a point of relative confusion. Fisherman, yeah. Find your friend, find out more about them on an individual level, and then find out more about them on a introspective insider level. I encourage it. Platonically love your friends in all fashions and forms that are comfortable for both you and your friend. I wholeheartedly encourage that. Life is too short to not show your friends you love them. Even if it's something as simple as gestures, holding their hands and squeezing it to let them know you love them, and they let them know that they love you. I wholeheartedly encourage it. Right, I'm gonna go up to the fucking Lighthouse Trailer Park because I've exhausted all patience in this area. Last I thought it was bi, but I didn't find men sexually attractive like I do women, if that makes sense. Could be... It makes sense. I'm not really sure what you would call that then at that point. See, it could be down to a certain...
page said I'd run into a cultist here.
It could be a level...
Saga.
It could be a set of circumstances that are really dependent on the individual. You might not find all men attractive, but I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, I am not necessarily the most well-versed when it comes to, like, best defining or describing, hell's fine, actually, relationships, especially ones as complex as, you know, there's nothing really add to the board there, especially ones as complex as like, you know, non-straight traditional relationships, if you know what I mean. Yeah, because there is elements where you can be heterosexually, but by romantic, where you can still find love, passion, and joy in people of the same sex, or, you know, masculine identities, but wouldn't necessarily be sexually like attracted to him, and that's the case. Yeah, Hunter's good. Hunter's a good egg. I would argue
It's in the rain.
it's the old gods of Asgard.
Not drink the water. Or take a bath.
But, yeah, just even by for preference of him, yeah.
Moonshine. Only drink the moonshine, brother.
But yeah, Hunter's a good egg. He's very, very much more better educated than I am when it comes to like non-straight relationships. But as well as that, there I would say he would profess to not be an expert. So always, and I'm saying this behalf, it's like just take anything we all say with a little bit of grain of salt. Your own research will be a better way for you to define who you are in the comfort zones of your relationship and your perception of how you perceive and love and interact. But we can give little bits of guidance for you to do further research into yourself, though, is what I'm guess I'm trying to say. But we're not necessarily the arbiters of ironclad knowledge in that respect, because it's all very, very, very different depending on the individual. Or Odin and Thor let themselves go. Well,
I don't feel like myself. Don't know how to fight it.
the lads are just having a time of it.
We're too old now.
Excuse me. I'm looking for the Anderson trailer.
What? Sweetie pie, right on time. Like we were just saying, it's not true. The lies to hurt you and make you weak. Don't believe a word.
It's kind of hard to explain. Like, I wouldn't see a man I'm- say he's good looking, but I've been turned on by gay porn. Okay. I mean, that's something, right? There's like, I personally can explain from my sort of like journey from understanding my identity better over the last year and a half, 2 years. Pork is like, there's definitely for the longest while, I would say I've been understanding what I'm attracted in, who I'm attracted in, and a lot of things that have made more sense now that when I question certain things and when I started to understand certain things a lot better and a lot more. I don't know what label I'm sitting on at the minute, but like part of me feels closer to a pansexual label, but like I haven't had the courage or necessarily the courage or the confidence to say that outright and be confident in that label for myself. There is also parts of me that has when I've researched it and when I've looked into it and I've read about it and I've sort of put a lot of thought and thinking into it, there's aspects of my identity that very much filter into a demi style of romance as well, which is, for people who don't know, is that most of my actual sexual attraction to folks, like people I actually would want to have sex with, fundamentally comes from the fact that I have to care about who they are and like them on an emotional level before I have any interest in really having sex with them. Like, I have attraction to certain genders and body types and stuff, but like my desire to actually have sex with someone, I'm finding more and more I found deeply that comes down to like a investment in them as an individual on a very individual level, which kind of skews towards demi, but like again, these are statements and these are identities that are that are like hard for me to maybe necessarily pin easily, purely because I'm still exploring my comfort zones with those identities. But I feel as time is getting on, I am starting to understand myself better and feel like I'm fitting into those specific identities a hell of a lot more than maybe the straight person I thought I was 2 years ago. And that's a journey that takes time. Even me talking about it right now is the first time I probably outright like putting myself into that box even more than normal. Like, I think it's the first time I've openly like picked labels or suggested the labels I've kind of felt like I have actually started to resonate with more. And that's something that is just a bit more and more as time goes on. I become more confident in you with those labels and stuff. So what I'm trying to say is that with this here pork, with you kind of like looking into yourself introspectively, don't worry about like having all the answers right away, because even I on my journey haven't necessarily had all the answers, and I've been thinking about this for near 2 years now, and it has taken its toll on me to be able to like research and think about it and to be very introspective about it. And it's one that is like, even right now, I think this is the first time I've ever really talked about it openly, but I'm hoping to encourage you to pursue that path, and I'm hoping that you hear me talk about it in such an open and direct way that you're encouraged to think about it in a manner that makes sense to you, and to take your time in your journey, because your journey is very important. Your journey is for you and you alone to basically have. No one can walk that road for you. That road of discovery sadly has to be walked by you. You can have cheerleaders at the side who spur you on and encourage you to keep on the path while you do that journey, but ultimately you're the one that has to basically walk that mile. And I'm hoping this encourages you to keep walking that mile.
It's real. Don't be part of the story. Make the story. Start the hell of it!
These old drunks don't seem affected by the horror story like the other locals are. Do they know what's happening here?
It's because of the moonshine.
How do you know about the story?
Same as you, of course, sweetie pie. We are family. The Andersons. Vikings. Gods. It's so good to finally see you, Saga. I am your great uncle Odin.
This is wild.
This is your long-lost mortified Thor. Sarasota. He is your grandfather, and I am the All-Father.
Just as crazy as everyone else. Just as caught in it. I need to stay focused. I need to check out the trailer.
But I think Hunter's right, that I'm bi, but lean towards more straight bi, if that is the right wording. I think if that's the wording that works for you, honestly, then that's the right wording. And I'm sure Hunter will agree. Like, our identities are our own, and only we can really self-identify in a way that makes sense to us. And it's not identity doesn't have to make sense to someone else. It has to make sense to you. And what Hunter's saying around...
Hello, Yako. Who is this incredibly attractive martial arts master? It's me, your brother, Ilmo.
Oh my god, it's empty again. And I think what he's saying is correct, and I think that's important, is that the wording has to be right for you. Yeah, it just gotta kind of start to make sense in your own head at times, right? And sometimes you'll think you got it, and then you'll question yourself again, and I had that a fair bit. That's why I tend to call myself queer now a lot, although I tend to use the term gay as well, but when it comes to truly accurately picking a label, I just don't really know, and that's fair.
And you're gonna get a kick out of our latest float designs.
Jesus Christ.
We've done it all. Deer Fest floats, restaurant floats, floats shaped like things we can't show on television. Our floats are the best way to impress your friends. Propose to your partner.
I kind of like these commercials a lot.
Perfect gift for weddings, birthdays, bar mitzvahs, or your Gonna search Scenaria. Our floats will punch up any special occasion. But why take our word for it? Let's hear it from one of our many, many happy customers.
I was at Deerfest last year. The flows were pretty good. One of them was a swan.
And that was people liked it. And there you have it. Award-winning.
These fucking infomercials are great.
That will knock you off your feet. Order yours today.
So stupid. I love them. Would build anything. Oh my god. I first noticed it when I was about 15. Never acted on it or told anyone till now. That's absolutely fair. Pork. Like some of these like feelings can feel complicated, and they can feel very, especially. It's one of those things where, like, especially at a younger age, you know, with vulnerability to be able to say those things out loud, especially growing up in Belfast, where, like, man, if I don't know your exact age, and I don't want to assume anything, Pork. I'm not also trying to get you down your age, but if you're remotely near my age and stuff, trying to talk about that stuff out loud would get you called a slur in Belfast. Like, trying to tell your friends, trying to talk to your friends, they would turn around and go, "What are you, some sort of F word?" You know, and like, it was hard to kind of talk about that stuff back in the day. It's hard to, you know, fucking yeah. So like, you're at a time period then, Pork, that you would have had like the same sort of vitriolic reaction that I would have had if I had spoke about something like that out loud. So I totally, so I totally get that you weren't maybe comfortable even fucking doing that.
Did I leave the bureau in this fictional reality?
Yeah, well, it's not really one here I use a lot. If he's right for you, if he's comfortable, you should use it. Ultimately, it's your that's the main thing. If he's right for you, I don't owe anyone knowledge about your sexuality, and you don't owe anyone to boil it down to a specific level either. You can just exist with feelings that you have and who you are, and that's enough. Yeah, 100%. Hunter's hitting the mark on the head. It's one of those things where your identity is yours and no one else's, and it needs to make sense for you. No one is deserving or should ever have an expectation
Addressed to me. From years ago.
No one should ever have an expectation.
Rick was right. The horror story is changing reality, not just people's memories.
Like no one should be entitled to your identity. Is what I'm trying to say. The game got me very confused for a second, because the game's also doing some interesting things pertaining to just the game in general, I guess.
Ugh.
But yeah, I totally get like being able to talk about that stuff when you're younger, especially at 15, dude. It's not going to be easy. Not in this fucking country.
Everything here reminds me of Logan.
Like,
this could be her room.
I know.
This is getting too real, too personal. Vaughn. Logan used to love her music. Logan's junior agent. My newfound relatives. Cozy with the cult of the tree.
That's not good.
The clicker. In the hands of the cult, just like the page promised. Carnival Nights. That's the motorcycle club the Costello brothers are in. I'll take Odin and Tor up on their offer and visit their nursing home. Right after I find this biker workshop. No. It's not true. It's just a fucking story. It's not true. Logan's back home. She's fine.
Actually, he's good to say it and have a nice, unjudgmental conversation. That's exactly what we aim for, dude. Like that's why when you mentioned how you felt, I felt a little bit compelled more to kind of talk about my identity and my journey a little bit more, because I wanted you to have that level of accepted understanding and to feel like you weren't just in a swirling ocean of like uncertainty and confusion. I wanted to show, hey, you know, it's not you in this ocean alone. We're all navigating these waters in our own ways, and that's not necessarily easy sometimes, but like you're not alone. And I wanted you to feel that way.
Hey, stay where you are.
Stay where you are. I got a shotgun and I'm gonna fucking shoot you, son of a bitch.
Mulligan is a cultist? What the fuck is going on here?
I'm really glad you're able to feel safe enough to have that, man. You're all sweethearts, and you're all sweethearts in here. Well, we try. Honestly, I owe a lot to Hunter, because he's been really, really fucking great for me on my personal development journey as well. Like, I wouldn't have maybe felt as comfortable as I have without his reassurance and his understanding, time, patience, and just ear. And it's meant the absolute world to me. And it's one of those things where I know how much that helped me on my path.
A pun book from Ilmo.
And
are we close in the story?
And if I can craft an environment, where that gives that to other people, then I'm ultimately happy for it, because I want to be able to do the same for others that has been given to me. And I say this all the time to him. I say how much he means to me, how much he's done for me. And I'll be saying it until literally the fucking end of time, until I am literally incapable of uttering any more words. I will be always thanking him for his understanding and his support and everything that he has given to me, because I wouldn't have been able to fucking get to my place in my time frame without his support. And you know, I think ultimately when it comes down to it, fucking identities are difficult, man. Fucking shit's just not fucking like easy, you know? Shit's fucking complicated, and I'm not expecting to fully understand my identity by any time frame, and I know when I think I've just about fucking got myself understood, I know another thing is going to appear and confuse me even more, and I'm fully aware and ready for that to some extent. But at least I know at least I have the understanding going forward that I can have those feelings, those conversations, those perspectives, and feel like it's okay to maybe sometimes feel like you're back to square one again, because it's not necessarily that you fucked up the first time, it's just that evolution and who you are, because we're all fucking human. Like, this is the fucking thing, we don't stand still, metaphorically and physically. We don't stand still. Things evolve and things change, and as such we are then having to reevaluate who we are with those changes. I think from what I've seen, this chat does seem like a really good. He's honestly one of the. He will not like how much I'm gushing over him right now, but he's genuinely one of the kindest people that I've ever had the pleasure of meeting. He does not like to give himself too much credit, and he thinks worse of himself than he really is. And I know that comes from anxiety. But that man's kindness and heart is second to fucking none, and it's one of those ones where he thinks that he is a villain when in reality he's a fucking hero. And it just, you know, it's one of those things where I take it upon myself to remind him that he's not the thing that he thinks he is sometimes. And I'm gonna probably not gush any too further on him because I don't want to make him feel too uncomfortable. You're all gonna make me fluster, by the way. I'm not good at taking praise. See, I think the best we can do for ourselves is to find peace and uncertainty. Okay, I think that's overselling it. See, he doesn't believe me, and I'm not trying to oversell it. Like, this is the thing. I'm not overselling it, but he'll think it is being oversold. And I'm sorry, but, you know, Hunter, shut the fuck up. I know what I'm talking about. But I will stop there because I do not want to make him feel too uncomfortable. Okay, so I am not overly confident that I've got everything in here, but apparently there's something else to be had here, and I don't know what it is. And it's doing my fucking tits in. Did I get it? Must have got it. Must we just had to check and read all the things there. Also, Hunter, you're allowed to shout at me privately if you want to shout at me. And Mick, thank you very much for the retweet of your out there, Mick. I've had a woeful day, and wonderful kindness from people like yourself. Retweeting it always makes me happier. Right, now we gotta chase down that bad man in the deer mask who's threatening doodly-doo with my shotgun. I am a little bit worried about the amount of battery powers I have right now. I've got a shocking lack of...
Thornton 2? God damn it. And now they're all taken?
I'm gonna quick save here. And... why would you do that? This is meant to be a safe area. That felt bullshit. Oh, that felt like bullshit. Was it just bad coding? Was that not meant to happen there? But it's just like I triggered like a thing that should have been happening here. God, that was meant to be a safe area, and that just fucking... I think that hit me harder because like I was not meant... I think part of me was just kind of like... but they're not meant to be able to walk into the light, though. I think what happened there was like it's a situation where like you're meant to be safe in the knowledge that the light stops things from getting to you, and I think the coding just fucked up there. So like because I was in there with the knowledge that I should have been safe, I wasn't expecting that jump scare, or was least likely to feel that jump scare coming. Side note, there's a book from fucking 1948 called The Kinsey Skill, which can be weirdly sometimes effective even nowadays. It sort of helped me. I'd say I might be a 5 on the Kinsey Skill of predominantly homosexual, only incidentally heterosexual. Interesting, okay. I'll have to check that out myself. I don't think I've had an opportunity to check that out yet. I think you may have talked about it before to me, Hunter. I just don't think that I personally have made the time to have a look at it properly. It's a very simple graph. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's definitely is like.
That Logan wasn't real. Don't think about it. The code has the clicker. Get it? Fix this.
Shitty pastrami sandwich? Or do you? My pastrami sandwich is probably... I am getting fucked off of those.
There's your knife.
Why am I helping to make their terrible float? Like, why am I helping to make their terrible float? That seems like a bad idea. Why would I do their job for them? They're assholes.
There's another lunchbox.
Where? Oh, there. I think I've walked away from the objective concerning the music. Calm the fuck down, but if I walk back, I'll kick it again. Yep. Alright, time to fight these fucks inside this area.
This is the workshop from the photo with the cultists.
Yeah,
This
it
is where
is.
they had the clicker. If it's still here, I need to find it.
When labels feel too nebulous or feel like they carry too much weight, just being able to go, I'm like this number on the Kingsley seals can sometimes work better than and just be more simple. That's interesting. I like that as a concept. I like the idea of having a level of like ultimately like separate ways of like defining yourself and not being beholden to any one thing. Sorry, I'm just sorry, forgot to respond to a massage here. Keep in mind, it's old school. Not everyone knows the number it equates to off the top of their head. That's fair. That's fair.
You were a handsome deer.
I went to pick up the... I went to pick up the arrows and you decided to pet the deer. Like, I get the energy you're going for, Saga, but like... I think we have more important, slightly worrying things to worry about, like the cultists that could be in this area that we literally walked in to find. I can't find a new log combination. Doesn't look like the smiley coffee. Look inside the smiley coffee cup doesn't help me. Look inside the smiley coffee cup. Guess I gotta look for the smiley coffee cup. I always joke to myself that that's why I like ass play so much. I have to look inside the smiley coffee cup, which is not helping me either. Also, disclaimer, my ADHD did not let me read the whole page. I just looked at the graph. That is fair. That is fair. I'd be the same way to some extent, just for dyslexia reasons. I would like, yes, okay, TLDR, I'm this. Smiley coffee cup code. I need to look for the smiley coffee cup. Why have I got a feeling the smiley coffee cup is outside? Yeah, that's why I scan red, because of my dyslexia. That makes a lot of sense. I hate to ask this, but can someone look up the smiley coffee cup code for me? If anyone could look up the smiley coffee cup code, I would Love yous forever. Because I'm not fine. I'm not seeing a smelly coffee cup I can look into. Like, sometimes my solution is just to shoot things, but I know I can't shoot my way through a puzzle. Hunter, I fucking love you.
Locked. They must be in there. There has to be a way to get this lock open.
Hunter, you're the best. You know that?
This
Oh, it's a
is the
safe room.
cult's hideout.
But it's a
Their
safe room.
headquarters even? There's a basement. A fuse. I can use this to get the Espresso Express working.
Yeah, Tribe told me about the machine. That's fair. That's fair. Hunter was able to get me a very quick screenshot of, like, the code. Because, like, the code's not even, like, a code. The code is, like, a bunch of symbols.
The cult is leaving supplies around for themselves. This will be handy. This is the cult's process. Their ritual. The Nightingale ritual wasn't completed. The cult isn't well organized. People aren't following orders.
The whole thing you have to look at the giant cup a specific angle, but there was a vid I could screenshot. That is helpful. Very helpful. There is a clear and present danger down there that I don't like. So I'm going to quick save. I'm also going to go to the case board right and quick and apply some case notes.
The photo proved the cult had the clicker. Tor and Odin were in it too. Worth following up on later.
Hey, Chloe. Welcome on back. Welcome on back. Hope you keep well, because I'm telling you, you're looking well.
No, that is not going on the board.
That's interesting that she hates some of the evidence.
Some real things are mixed in with the fiction. Doesn't matter. It's not real. It's not.
It's going well. I'm getting things done this time around, so we're actually getting through the game in reasonable pace. It's still scaring the hell out of me and making me quite unsettled, but, you know, I'm enjoying it.
Nope.
Okay, so that goes there.
Keep trying.
I've been trying to make sure I'm not startling you with the barks again. It's all good. It's all good. Involved. Does that go here?
Doesn't look right.
Hmm. I am very confused. Where does this apply?
Think.
I am trying to think, but like... Oh, there we go. Fucking hell, that was annoying. Where does this go? Okay, that goes there. That's for later, so I can't do anything with that now. This one can go there.
Scratch stalked through the forest. A terrifying... Hey, stop right there. The shape stumbled out of the dark toward Deputy Mulligan.
Yeah. Been trying to make sure I'm not... Oh yeah, I read that there. But I appreciate you taking the due diligence to not scare me too badly with it, Hunter. I love and appreciate you for it. Okay, I'm just going to quick save again because I've done quite a bit there. Not really. I think he's just... There's a lot of stuff that needs to go...
A creepy basement.
There's a lot of stuff that has to go into that there, honestly. Pork, and I don't know what our time frame is to get back on it. We will do it though. It's just going to take a bit more concentrated time to do so. The audacity of her to tell you, think, ma'am, you're pixels.
Hey! Freeze! That's the clicker.
I'm sorry, but how and where did you go? Like, literally, there is... Well, give me that. I knew that was coming.
They took it! They're playing with me. I was so close. Ataken is upstairs. This was a trap.
I was low-key expecting the door to shut. Like, I was low-key expecting to shut the door right on me. Okay. Why do you look like Winston Churchill? I have no idea. It's a good question, though. Oh, I just... See, when the board gets so filled up at this point, it's actually kind of annoying.
Think, Saga.
To place things. Because at this point it's like, well, what point of the string does that go to? Like, I'm clicking all of the areas I think it could apply to.
Nah.
Alright, Miss Detective Ma'am, if you know better, just fucking do it for me then. Like, it's meant to go in here somewhere, right? Cultist room hidden beneath a moose motorcycle cub. Oh, there we go. See what I mean? Okay, so does it go here? Okay, it goes here.
The clicker was there the whole time. Fucking Mulligan and Thornton.
Profiling the deputies.
Mulligan and Thornton are members of the cult. Who's the leader?
Brains leaking out like milk. The thrill.
Why did I have to say that? That makes me hungry for eggs.
Not one tree. A forest. The word. A secret like this doesn't die.
There is more than one leader.
Okay. Well,
They took the clicker into the overlap. How do I get it back?
by going into the overlap, but we have clearly something to fucking fight in here. Taking that, thank you. Okay, so they've very cleverly locked off the area a bit more. That's fine. This is how we're going to do this. Fine. But just know I'm going to put fucking 12 gauges of fury down your fucking throats and pull the trigger as hard as I can, you cunts! Yeah. You want to fuck around? Now you're going to find out.
Where's that parade float?
Ugh.
Is this the parade float the page mentioned?
We both know it is. Why are you acting like we don't
The
know?
overlap formed around Watery's dark past. The ritual to enter was tied to crafting the float. Art was the key. It had the power to let Saga in.
At Cauldron Lake, giving the poem and the heart to the witch sign opened the overlap. Here, it's the parade float. But it's incomplete. This is one disturbing parade. How come one of them is wearing a mask and the other isn't?
That's clear we've got to get the parade mask, isn't it?
What's missing from the parade
They're
float?
lighting fireworks outside and I'm under the
I need to
couch.
put it together.
Wait, are you?
Stabbing. Again and again. That must mean the arm's supposed to move.
No, just emotionally. I'm sorry that they're fucking blasting fireworks off again, Hunter. We'll find you a lovely couch you can fit under. That, or I will make you a pillow fort? A blanket fort? Would that work? I'd happily make you a blanket fort if that would do the job. Oh, blasted him right in the neck as well. Kind of happy with my shooting on that one. He did aggressively piss me off though, so I mean, to some extent, he had it fucking coming in his mouth. To look for a deer mask if there ever was one. Investigation stuff's in here. So I need to look at that again. Why did I immediately imagine a couch version of those beds with a cage under them? For some reason, that sounds adorable, and I love it. Just put your pup in one of those, you know? And you go to bed at night. That'd be adorable. We hate them with passion. They're loud. They pollute. They're loud. They scare pets. They scare me. Yeah. For good reason, he's not a fan of them. See, knows they're gnarly looking. Okay, so there's still an investigation point here, but I've got a feeling it's actually in the basement again, so I'm gonna check down here. Well, that wasn't helpful. That was anything but helpful.
There was another overlap here in Watery. The parade float was the key. Mulligan and Thornton had gone there, taken the clicker, left this monster here to stop her.
There's an overlap here, like there was at Cauldron Lake. Mulligan and Thornton are like Nightingale. Inside, waiting. And a parade float is the key.
But yeah. For some reason, I feel like it's one of those ones where we'll make a pillow fort or a blanket fort to help you, Hunter. Even if you can't get under a metaphorical couch, we can create a metaphorical float. Maybe in the Mind Palace is unavailable. Fuck you.
Mulligan and Thornton were fine earlier. How did this happen?
Terrible mistake. Shadows crept over Mulligan and Thornton. Shadows on their faces, filling the shape of them. Bright Falls fucking finest. Shitty pastrami sandwich.
Mulligan and Thornton became like Nightingale.
Obviously, might people find the cocoon effect come from? I've heard that there. I personally, wait, did the profiling? Like the profiling. Yeah, it's done. Quick saving like a motherfucker here. Quick saving like my life depends on it. Doesn't though, but feels like it does. Okay. So I think I've... No, apparently still another investigation thing in there, but I'm... not sure what it could be. Right. I'm clearly missing something in here somewhere. Which is confusing me. Because I feel like I feel like the investigation stuff is needed for the game, but I don't know if it's needed for the game or not. Also, I really don't need this one. I really don't need these flares, so take that away.
This is one weird cult.
It fucking helps if I fucking grab everything from here.
She's that waitress from the diner.
Kiss board time. Yeah, just today's bed. I prefer just a nice bed. Okay, Rose is a waitress in a diner. She's involved with the cult. Drug fueled scribbles and original cult.
Nope.
Cisco. There we go. Cult symbols. At least we got all of that done now. Cult symbols inspired by FBC logos, also drugs. So that's all of them done. So we can rule out that part of our investigation, but we need to investigate there again, I guess. Maybe get the item I needed. Is there a cult stash over there? I always say my coffin will have to be shaped like a recovery position because that's how I sleep. Oh my god. I'm a slight sleeper, pretty fair as well. That's kind of how I get comfortable. Is there something here I didn't pick up upon? Not sleeper. Because I'm a fucking bottom. Just right. Oh, keep the light on. We need the light on.
So this is the Koskela Brothers parade float.
Okay.
Looks like only 4 pieces are missing. The mask is the only one without a location listed.
Of course.
Espresso Express. Got it. Gift shop. Easy. I can't make out what it says. Fair Trade Fund Zone.
Okay. I've been told to not go into the mine palace unless you know you're safe, and I just do not feel safe standing around here. Oh, propane tank. I just do not feel safer until I'm in the mine palace section or in here. So if I can go into the caseboard again. So list of cassette tapes.
Doesn't look right. The float killer isn't wearing a mask. Maybe he needs one.
Well, we know that.
Should the characters be moving?
Okay, and profiling's got more intricate now.
The materials listed for the parade float mention a mask.
Just flashing that ass in all aspects of life, damn right. Hunter's just booping us on the YouTube side of things as well.
Never failed to amuse me.
Easy
No,
access.
no, there is such a thing as too much coffee. Mocha will live on in a place of honor. He lost his head. Mulligan and Thornton had one job.
Mulligan and Thornton must know where the Moose Skull mask is.
Okay.
The mask is missing. Where is it?
The dead brought back to life. The crown of the Grand Master. Moose steak is never a mistake. Just get it fucking done.
Jesus.
They know where it is. I know they know. Where is the mask?
We didn't bleach it. Real powder him. The maw of the crumbling well. Show the bitch who's boss.
Oh, it's in the well. Okay.
The moose mask is at the Huatari Well, in Coffee World.
Okay.
I saw something. Like I did in Cauldron Lake. The well, here in Coffee World. I know the Moose Skull will be there.
Guess we're going back toward that well then.
It's here. I knew it would be. I made them show me. Now I need to bring the mask to the float. The Moose Skull goes here, obviously.
Well, that's all done now, so like, what is missing? Also, I low-key kind of hate the amount of sinister laughter of that there. I'm gonna go back to the hut though, because I got a fuse, and I think I might be able to use the fuse on the hut. You went the wrong way though. I did. Says there are investigation points here, but like, again, for the life of me, I am not seeing them where they are. Oh, I see you down there, okay. Oh, fuck it, why not? You just want to fuck around, let's find out. Thank you, I will take those. Oh, I didn't quite catch this little thing the first time, did I? What hides beneath the smile? I don't know, what does hide beneath the smile? Because I can't fucking see. What hides beneath the smile? Are those demons, ghosts, or possessed? They're kind of like possessed people. Like the dark entity kind of steals their basically their bodies and creates this sort of beneath the smile. Steals their bodies and creates these like things called the Taken. So they're called the Taken, and the dark entity essentially. The dark entity essentially fucking steals these people and creates these like horrible monsters out of them. Complete the overlap ritual. Investigate the parade float area. Okay, well, I guess I could investigate the area forever. Like I've done. I think I've done the float though, right? Like the float is completed, or maybe I have to go up to the checklist and like mark it all off. Because there's certainly nothing over here. I'm really hating the sinister laughter of this thing, though. No, I mean, we're done here. Nice minute smile. Could it be the face down or something like that? Maybe, but like I feel like it might be like a key. I feel like it's a specific object in the world that I have to find a key for the lock. Okay, we got that
The moose
done.
mask appeared on the well.
Well, that's that done, but like I feel slightly confused as to what I need to do now. Like it says investigate the complete overlap ritual, investigate the parade float. Atori swung his knife, stabbing again and again. Right. Do they want me to look down the well? Like is the well the door? No, I can't seem to interact with the well in any capacity. Or at least to my knowledge I can't. I am lost for words and lost for concepts. Okay, well, I'm a loss for words here, folks. I feel like I've gotten items. No, there's a fuse, but where's the fuse meant to go again? Do I have anything in the map that required the fuse again? Maybe there. Maybe there. Okay, so I'll go over and maybe try and put the fuse. Maybe the fuse is required to kind of light up the area, and then when I light up the area it will make the float work like that. I'm just kind of like spitballing my ideas out loud, so sorry if it's a bit stupid or a little bit perplexing or just completely out of whack. I'm just trying to, I feel like sometimes I have to say my ideas out loud just to kind of make sense of them, if that makes sense. Oh. Is that what that point of interest was? It fucking was. Okay. You know what? I haven't been up here yet, or at least to my knowledge I haven't. Which is good and bad. It could mean that or maybe I have been here and it's just a roundabout way of getting to where it was. It's clearly something here that I've not done, and to my knowledge, needs to be done. Okay. Every time I seem to come back to here, like there's some sort of like thing that I'm missing, something that I can't seem to connect with or understand. But like, according to my map, there is a gift shop item of interest around here somewhere that I am just not getting. Oh, is that it? No. I don't know if it's on the inside or if it's on the outside. I think it might be on the outside, but I could be wrong. And so I don't even know what I'm doing. I feel like there's a fuse box here, but I can't interact with that. There's a window here, but I can't interact with that. Oh, okay. I hate to say it, folks, but I might have to look up a guide. Oh, speaking of the same thing, yes, Hunter, if you could link me to a guide, that would be delightful. Thank you for the clip RL. Okay, I think Hunter has put me on the right path. And of course he has, because he's a fucking sweetheart. Right, so I gotta find out where the pink swirly machine is, because it's the pink swirly machine that is the thing I think I can put the fuse in. I just need to find it though. So I'm looking for that now. I think that's it over. No, it's not that. It's like because Hunter being a fucking Legend got me a guide which showed me like a thing that I saw earlier, and like I knew it was like a thing I might have to come back to, which is like sort of like a pink sort of swirly mabob. But I think there was a fuse box there, but I was like, oh yeah, I'll come back to that later when I think of the right equipment, and then completely and utterly forgot about it because yeah boy, it's a bit silly like that. And now that I need to find it, it's everywhere except for the direction I'm in, which is pretty on point for me in navigation in this game. Also, I would ask, has anyone noticed any sort of cutting out of my mic or anything at any point? Like, has my mic sustained the whole time? I hope so. I do not like technical difficulties. They make me want to yeet. Audio's been good, thank God. I am going to be... That is water I can't get into. I am going to be, like, moving over to a different audio interface, but, like, I want to wait till it's at a reasonable price. Right now, it's like 150 quid, and I know I can get it for fucking cheaper. And it's an audio solution that I desperately want to move to for solo streams, but it's one of those ones where, like, I don't want to spend more money than I have to. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't want to have to spend some fucking money, but I ain't prepared to spend that much fucking money, because money for me does not be growing on any old tree. And so I have to be very frugal about how I go about my purchases. I think I cured, like, I also think I fixed one of my old broken mouse. So I had a mouse that was not working for a while there. It's when I got on the Amazon clearance sales, and I tolerated it for a while until I couldn't tolerate it any longer. That's why I got the mouse I did get. And I went, and based on the way I was able to fix the mouse from the other day, I was like, I want to try and fix this other mouse. And I think I might have done it, but I haven't really test drove it very much, which is kind of one of those things like, do I want to test drive it? I don't know. But I think if I fixed it, I'd be very happy, because then it means I technically have 3 different mice that I could work to the exact same spec, and then one it's a little bit different. But it gives me plenty of backups. It gives me plenty of flexibility when it comes to hardware. My long-term goal, outside of going over and visiting my friends this year, is to build a new PC at some point. Which means that I will then obviously be putting money into that there, substantial money. But that will be like a long-term goal I do over the next year and a bit, maybe next 2 years. It also means that some very, very fortunate people might get some very powerful hand-me-downs. And I don't want to ever think that people who get my hand-me-downs are getting shit equipment to be getting great equipment. It'll just be one of those ones like, yes, I have no use for this, flagship fucking GPU anymore. Do you want the flagship GPU that would still, like, run games perfectly well for the next 5 years, while I upgrade to the absurdly newer version of this flagship GPU, because I am a fucking idiot, and as a fucking idiot, I need to, for some reason, have the gear that just is absurd. Okay, so
must be a fuse box around here somewhere.
Yeah, so I need to find a fuse box for here. So
that must be the circuit board I need for the float. How do I get down there?
Yeah, I get down there. Yeah, easy fusey. Excuse me, fusey. So yeah, some people might get some pretty powerful hand-me-downs at some point.
There we go. Now I just need to stop it in a position that will let me get to that circuit board down there.
Thank you. It's got that Resident Evil game and its fucking fuse boxes. It does feel very Resident Evil a lot of the time because of its use of fuse boxes and other like little weird intricacies in that capacity. Herald. Like this game has felt like as an Alan Wake game goes, this game's actually felt more like a Silent Hill meets. I've just hard. This is. This thing has felt like more like Silent Hill meets Resident Evil than it's felt like a fucking than a Alan Wake game. Well, got out of that in time. Back in there, you son of a bitch. Oh, you as well, back in there. Think I'm fucking around, you two bitches.
A little something to get those arms moving.
There we go.
Okay, Saga. Let's get the clicker from these assholes.
Yeah, let's get the clicker. Into the scary well. Defeat Mulligan and Thornton, okay.
Where am I?
So it's a boss fight. I think after this boss fight we'll call it for tonight, because I think one boss fight per character is pretty good stopping places, but maybe not per character, but I feel like maybe like finishing today with a boss fight would be cathartic, and then we can try on Tuesday, we'll play Alan Wake's set of missions and kind of like do a bit of progress with each person each stream, just to try and get through things. I think that might be the way to go with it, but that's just what I'm thinking. If you have any concepts, thoughts, feelings, perspectives, let me know. That would be delightful. But the fact that I have an objective to defeat Mulligan and what's-his-face really shows that I am in a boss fight scenario right now. So this is going to be intriguing. Low-key scared. Well, that's some psychological torture.
Logan? Logan! I'm here! Logan!
I hate getting into wells. Nothing good comes from a well.
The story is trying to take Logan. I can still stop this. I need the clicker.
I see you're playing Alan Wake 2. We're going to be doing this this boss fight, Ruby, and then probably calling it for the night. It's been a hell of a day just to try and get the streams to run well, and I've faced a lot of personal annoyances today. So the fact that we've even been able to get to this part of the game is shocking, because I did not think that we would be...
It's a loop. Just like before.
It loops. But yeah. There's a dead guy right there. I just low-key want to fight them. I just low-key want to shoot them. Like, I know they're going to scare me in a minute or two, but, like, I just kind of want to shoot them and be done with them. Because I know that's what's coming. I know what's coming is I need to put lead in their faces, and then once that happens, we'll be done with this part. And I just want to get that over and done with. I guess there's a part of me that with today's annoyances that I've faced and the things that my anger's festered in me because of things not even to do with the game, anger that's festered inside me, I guess I've just like a little tolerance for game shenanigans, and I'm just like, no, come out and just get shot. Let's do what we're here to do. Let's stop messing around. Let's shoot you in the face like you fucking had coming. This fight will solidify you that your flashlight was nerfed to -11. Ah, for god damn it.
It's a nightmare. I can't get through that. I need to look for another way through.
Yeah. I mean, a well full of blood is a horror aesthetic that works well. But Jesus, that jump scare was unnecessary. Never mind, you might not have the mindset for this one. It's annoying. I just want to shoot them. And it's one of those things where, like, I want to shoot them so bad because, like, it might be cathartic to shoot them. See, part of me is kind of like, I get what you mean by save it for next time, Hunter, but it's like, I'm so close that I feel like I'm on the cusp of getting this closed off, and it would feel like a little bit of a, I don't know, I kind of want to be able to say, hey, I've got it done, that's it done, we're good. No, I don't mean you're annoying. I mean boss fights. No. Oh no! I know you interpret. I completely interpreted that the way I think that you were intending. So do not worry. I know you weren't trying to be insulting or anything like that, Ruby. You've never been anything like that there, and it would be very strange for that to have suddenly changed. So I have no concerns in regards to that there. It's just I've had an annoying day from circumstances that are like not necessarily anyone's fault in the chat. We've just had a lot of internet issues and stuff today that have caused problems, that have caused me to have a lot of frustration in just being able to deliver a stream today, and that's kind of on a personal level really annoyed me. Fucking finally. I don't... See, and doing that's cathartic. Just doing that is really cathartic. I want to be able to keep doing that. If I have a boss, if I have to go for this area and be like, hey, like, I am happy to keep doing this. I will blast ass all day, and like every moment that I blast a little bit more ass, a little bit more, do I feel a level of catharsis wash over me. The shotgun feels great. The explosive below each trigger pull brings is just cathartic. I think the shotgun in this game feels so good. Of course, that gets quoted. I love you, RL, but you're a cheeky little boy. I say he's a cheeky little boy. He's cheeky, man. He's very, very cheeky. He's cheeky with his coffee as well. Close your eyes, Hunter. Live action. It's going to annoy you. I like that you're looking after Hunter, Ruby. You're very sweet. I guess down the hole again.
Going down.
That's what I say every time I'm with my potential partner. Going down. Let's do it. Big smile on my face every time I do it as well. Was there any? No.
Still trapped? Trapped how? What does that mean?
I know every single time I come here is probably a waste of time, but with these loops, you're never too sure on what's going to be changed or what has changed. So it's one of those things like, well, I can't risk not checking in case there's ammo or there's a thing that like forwards the loop. Yeah, there we go. Oh, shoebox time. Okay, I collectively don't need this with me right now, so we'll move that there. I realistically don't need these two either, so I'm gonna move that as well. And also I'm gonna move just a set of these arrows, just to be sensible, and some of this. Just gonna give my inventory a little doodly do, a little cleanup. I've just realized we've got a lot of horror on our schedule this year. We gotta go for Resident Evil 4 Remake, which I'm really looking forward to. Hunter and Ronan being the two sweethearts they are, gifted to me last Christmas, and I'm looking forward to playing through that there. But that will be played maybe a few games down the line. Oh, it's a shame that you got fucked in the ass so easily. Oh, fuck you. I'm better at this. Now you have no testicles. Look at that. Maybe just... Oh, that's not good. I walked back upstairs to quote that. Hunter's threatened me again with blowies. Even if, sir, blow him away with your shotgun. I will, Mikey, just for you. I'm gonna blow him away with my shotgun. Oh god, is he 2 for 1 now? A 2 for 1 blowy? Whoa, sir. Bit of your own... Oh, god damn it. Get wrecked?
Saga Anderson, listen.
Wake?
I blew him away the best way I could.
Scratch room. I tried to fix the story, but has it now. It's the key to escape.
You know what? I reckon
Escape.
I just had a thought.
You're already out. So is Scratch.
Yeah, I think this is confirming.
We're making progress. I wrote to be the story's hero.
So I think the Alan that's currently with them right now is Scratch, and Alan's still in the other realm. I think the Alan that's outside of is. I think the Alan that's outside in the real world now is Scratch. And I was having a feeling that might have been the case. I think this is confirming it.
I keep seeing him in overlaps, but he's already out. Are these visions coming from the past?
No.
He was still trapped in the dark place.
No, I think he's still trapped in the dark place. I think Scratch is the one who's out right now and playing with people's heads.
I have the clicker. I can stop this nightmare.
I think that's what's happening here. Just me spitballing concepts, but I think we're being rused. A bit of subterfuge. A bit of gibbery.
Wake said he could use the clicker to undo the horror story. I need to get back to Bright Falls, to Casey and Wake. I should check in with Casey.
I don't think it's I don't think it's them, but okay. Right, we need to make our way back to the car. But it's downtown Watery, so I'm gonna need to work out how to get back to downtown Watery faster. Yeah, some absolute jippery has happened.
I need bolt cutters.
Still don't have bolt cutters. That's wild. Okay. Okay, I guess this will take me back onto the road.
Come on, Casey. No answer. David. Pick up.
Hey, this is David. Leave a message.
David, can you call me back, please? It's urgent. Please. Why isn't David answering? Is Logan all right? How does this all work? Has the horror story already gotten her? Wake should know.
Don't forget to use janitor's bucket in janitor's room to alternate between characters. All the saga stories can be played whenever order you choose. I get that. I'm just trying to get back to downtown Watery, which is, I guess, this way.
The flooding's lowered. I should look around, see where the water was hiding.
Maybe. Actually, that would be a good idea. Maybe I call it here and then check to see what the water was hiding. Right. We'll quick save and we'll manual save here. And folks, I am going to wrap it up for the night because I have done some major progress today, which is great. But the reality is that any further to go into this game would be quite a heavy investment, and I don't really have time for that. So I'm going to love yous and leave yous for the night. So what we'll do is, if you have been enjoying the stream, you can also check out my other social media in the following places. Please feel free to do so. If you have not already hit the follow button, you know, already hit that like button or subscribe button, please do so now, that we don't miss out on the live stream as it goes live. But I am going to love yous. I'm going to leave yous. We'll be back tomorrow for Player vs. Dice, which is our tabletop RPG show, and then we're on Wake on the Tuesday. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, folks, and I'll speak to you soon. Peace.